Hello all, welcome to Shaving with Peg Leg. We're going to do a quick unboxing before we get to the shave. This came in Thursday while I was shaving. This is from Pete at Hendrix Classics and Company. I think I told you guys he was sending me some blades and his stick. But there's more than that in this package. There's stuff in here he didn't tell me about and he sent. Yes, there was. Pete, you didn't have to, but I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I got these two little guys. We'll get into them in a minute. This is a refill. Both of those are. And I assume they're for this, his shave stick. That is definitely a citrus, and it's a screw top. That's nice. That is nice. That is a nice citrus. This is a great stick, and I got 2 refills, so that's awesome. Plus, so you'll see that today on today's shave. We'll go ahead and use the stick, and I'll probably use it again tomorrow on my head shave, just because I can. Oh, I squished these boxes. Okay, he sent me a pack of these, which Joe had already sent me on my last order with them. She sent me a pack of those. So, 10 of these great blades for 89 cents. I like these a lot. These are very smooth and they're sharp enough. Definitely sharp enough. So that's a blade to check out. The RK stainless and the RK chromium. We'll test, well, since the chromium's already busted open, we'll go ahead and test the chromium today with today's shave. I know a little bit about the RK blades. It was started by 4 guys that worked in India. They worked for Supermax and went out on their own and started their own blade company. And their first big contract was with Henson. They made the inside of the blade where the blade sits like on the bar or between the posts to keep the blade in place on the base or on the head, whatever, of the razor. They made that tighter to fit the Henson so there'd be less blade movement during the shave. And that was their big thing, is they made the blade tighter. And Pete also sent me, this is an absolutely fantastic scent, and now I have the drops for this, the scented oils to make your own. Excuse me. But I can use that now to make the aftershave and balm, because I have this unscented balm and I have the PAA Star Jelly. He sent me a tub of Gunslinger. This is a fantastic scent. Oh, I love that. It's almost got a old time, like 1800s, which I wasn't around then, not close. But if you thought about what the smell of an 1800s, like 1870 to 1890 or whatever, barbershop would smell like, this falls in that category for me. That's what it reminds me of. Just straight masculine scent. This is wonderful. I thank you, Pete, so much. You did not have to do that. I appreciate it. I'll tell you what, I am going to use this on the shave today. Okay? We'll save this for Sunday because you guys know I like to use my sticks on the dome. So we'll use this shave stick on Sunday. We'll go with this for the base shave today. Alright, let me set up and get dressed for the shave. I'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. It's like I never left, right? I want to thank you all for being here for the shave today. This is one of my Magnificent 11 shaves. This is number 3. This is for, God, I forgot what it was. Hang on, back again. It's the underappreciated razor. Oatmeal. Anything in this underneath is oatmeal. I'm telling you right now. All right. Which for me was the 1930s to 1940s Gillette Techs. I got soap on the top. This razor's in great shape. I think I paid like $22, $23 for it. I didn't pay much. So we're going to open this sucker up. It's got the cap with the 4 tabs, 4 corner pieces. Hang on, I got to pick up the damn handle. Just rolled off the counter. This is going to be a long video. Okay. Anything else want to fall on the floor while we're at it? The head has a little pins on the corners to hold the blade in place. The base plate shaped as such. Brand new RK chromium blade. The chromium box was kind of open on one end, so I decided to use that one first. Tomorrow we'll use the stainless on the dome. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll save these for face shave so I can get a better judgment on them. All right, for those of you who say, that's old tech, I want new school. Guess what? There's companies still making razors based on this razor head. So if it was so bad, why are they still making razors based on this razor head? Keep that in mind when you're poo-pooing vintage razors. Sorry, I gotta run water. All right. I'm using my Q shave scuttle. It's full of hot water. That's all the soap I'm putting in there. Hendrix top shelf base booms. You don't need a lot. Using my 26 millimeter turning by Tans or turnings by Tans brush. And there's a reason I'm using this brush today. This morning, the razor company had a live. They had 4 people on, Sloppy Badger, I don't know who the other guy was, the guy from Razor Company, God, I can't remember his name, and Brandon Hay from Brandon Shaves. They were all on this morning, and they were talking and shit. And they do giveaways. Well, each one of the guys, they do like 4 giveaways. Each one of the guys picks a number between 1 and whatever the viewership is. And then I guess they count down the list, and whatever name was across from, like whatever number they picked, that's the winner. I got picked for a $25 discount card to Turning by Tans for a brush. And here I just told you guys a few videos ago, I like brushes. Don't get me wrong, I like them. I love this brush. This is a great looking brush. I love it. It's just one of those things I'm not going to spend a lot of money on, and here I go and win a $25 discount card. So I'm going to have to save some money up and get another expensive brush. Well, Tans isn't that bad. Great brushes though. See, it's going well. There's a lot in the brush. And I might have still had too much water in the brush, so we'll just spin it a few extra times. We'll get all that soap up the bottom of the scuttle. It's a little thin. That's me though. Fantastic scent. I tried to look up the scent notes while I was on my little pause there, and I couldn't find them anywhere. The soap isn't even listed on Pete's website anymore, as far as I could see, unless my blind eyes, I just completely missed it. I believe I'm picking up leather and gunpowder, and a few other things which my nose is not sophisticated enough to tell you what the hell they are. Okay. Absolutely fantastic masculine scent though. You want to smell like a man, you can use this. I know everybody's doing Tokyo Rose right now, and they're all saying this smells like cherry and not rose and blah, 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 whatever. I know all the fanboys are out. Unfortunately, I am going to be ordering something from that company soon too, so I've decided that I'm going to go back every soap, if they have a deodorant, a bar soap, a balm, a spot, whatever they have for that soap, I'm going to get it. So if they have an EDP, I will get it. I won't get everything, because I know PAA makes their EDP, their cologne cream and all that. I'm not going to get all that crap, but I am going to get I have Droid Black. I'm going to get everything for that. My Barrister and Mans, if they have a soap, a bar soap, I'm going to get the bar soap. So when I use that soap, when I take a shower before I use that soap, I smell like that soap. Anyways, that's just me. That's how I want to do things. I'm crazy, I know, but that's me. Anyways, here we go. No pre-shave today. This soap really doesn't need one. I keep telling you guys, Pete's Top Base Soap is one of my favorites. And there's a reason for that. This shit explodes. If your brush doesn't suck it all up. You can see it's all coming out. I made it a little loose. That's my fault. I didn't shake the brush out well enough. Alright. For history today, I could have gone with quite a few things for July 30th. July 30th, 1898, I think it was, Otto von Bismarck died. He was the one that unified Germany, took all their little like counties, little kingdoms of dozens of them, little kingdoms inside of what is now Germany, and he united them all into the German Empire. I could have done him, but I decided to go with something a little more modern. How about July 30th, 1998? You know what happened on that date? 13 machine shop workers in Ohio won what was at the time the largest Powerball lottery ever at that time. Of course, you know, now we look at that number and go, that's chump change. Well, not so much chump change, but it ain't that bad. All right, this is what they won. They won $295.7 million, but they took the cash payout up front, so they only got $161.5 million. Now, could you imagine? They've been doing that for a long time with the grains. Wow, is that blade ever smooth? Like I said, these guys work for Supermax, and I love Supermax blades. They were four higher ups in Supermax, and they decided to start their own blade company. This blade is flipping smooth, gentlemen. Don't pass up the arcade chrome. I've only got 2 days growth, you know that, but it's doing a job with a mild razor, what is known to be a mild razor. Holy shnikes. That's clean, gentlemen. Anyways, could you imagine working in that machine shop and being one of the people that decided not to go in with a group and buy a lottery ticket that day? Could you imagine? The article that I read said that there was a lot of shock and dismay in the machine shop. I bet from all those saps that didn't participate in the group buy. They had bought 100 tickets. This is a great scent, Pete. Don't ever cancel this one. Don't ever phase it out. That is fantastic. I love that. Okay, cross the grain. Anyways, the 13 of them got $12.43 million each before taxes. Of course, the government makes money on selling the lottery tickets, but then they got to tax you on whatever you win too, so. We had a thing with that here in Florida when we started our lottery. The funds from selling lottery tickets for the state were supposed to go into the education budget to improve it. Well, after a few years, I think it was after 5 years or 6 years, the state legislature decided, well, we're making X amount of $1 million off the lottery for education budget. So when we do our budget for the education department this year, we're going to subtract that amount of money from what we usually allocate because they're getting it in the lottery. Everybody lost their minds when they wanted to do that. Lost their flipping minds. Because it was supposed to supplement the education department money, because it was always short. It was always never enough for what they needed for the year. So it was supposed to supplement their budget so that the schools would have the money they needed to do the things that they do for the kids during the year. And the legislature wanted to cut that out of their normal budget and say, okay, the lottery's making $180 million a year towards education, so we'll take $180 million out. It was not how it was supposed to work. People lost their freaking mind. Legislatures, the ones that agreed with it, lost their jobs in the next election round. All of them. They all got voted out. People said, no to you. Your BS is not going to fly. So anyways, these 13, of the 13, 9 kept working at the machine shop in Ohio. They didn't quit their jobs. They interviewed one guy that won. It was all guys that won. There was no women that won in this lottery. It was all men. One of the guys said, oh yeah, he quit. He quit. Him and his wife were buying a new house. They were buying each other. They're each getting a new car. They were buying his and her Harleys. They were buying all new fancy TVs at the time. They were going to buy an Xbox system for each one of their kids with all the games for each one of their kids. They were going to do this, all new furniture, this and that, buy this. This guy was going to get a fishing boat. They were going to do all kinds of crap. And they proved how stupid humans were during this interview, all the stuff they were going to buy. As soon as you get a bit of money, you go ass nuts. That's like, have you ever seen the show My Lottery Dream Home on HGTV, where the guy goes around and he shows people that have won the lottery different houses so they can upgrade? I watched one episode and these people were so flippin' stupid. After taxes and whatnot, they had $12 million. This is how ass stupid people are. They got their head so firmly up their ass, they can peek out their navel. I'm serious. This is asinine. They bought, I think it was $10.3 million house. It was on 5 acres in the mountains, or overlooking the mountains. After they bought the house, they said that she wanted a new Mercedes. She's always wanted this certain Mercedes. At the time, the show aired, it was a couple years ago. It was like a $120,000 car. All right, there's another $120,000 gone. So now you spent. So now you spent $10.2 million out of your $12 million. Don't worry, guys. There's residual slickness with beet soap. There always is. And then, since the house had horse stable barn on the property, they were going to buy horses. Okay? Horses aren't cheap. Upkeep on horses is not cheap. You bought a house with 6 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms, 4-car garage. The basement was all redone in a, one half of it was a gym with all the gym equipment. The other half was movie theater. Had the big reclining chairs and the projector and everything. All the latest new appliances and everything. But that was all included with the price of the house. Hey, dumbasses, you have to pay the electric bill on that monstrosity you just bought. That's not going to be cheap to heat or cool that place. I think it was in Colorado overlooking the Rocky Mountains. You have heat to pay and you have air to pay in the summer. No. Property taxes on 5 acres. Horses to feed and care for year round now. All this crap, it's like, you just took $12 million and just said, bye, gone, see ya. People are stupid. My normal spots. There was another one on there. They weren't as bad. They had a total of $3 million. And they bought an $800,000 house. It's like 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, 2-car garage, your standard type house. It was really nice. All the latest appliances and everything. And it was sitting on, I think an acre of land. But again, they went and they were talking to the guy that, they dragged the show out. They're going to buy this house for this much money, and what else are you going to do with your money? And the guy's like, I've always wanted a Lamborghini. I'm going to get a Lamborghini. Well, there's what, $300,000 right there gone? And she wanted a Bentley, is what she wanted. There's another $200,000 gone. But somebody slap people, please. Wake the hell up. You know what the maintenance cost is on a Lamborghini or a Bentley? You don't take that down to the Quickie Lube to get the oil changed. Or to, take it to your local mechanic to have the spark plugs changed. You don't know. They've got to go to the dealer, which is what? For those kind of cars, what, $300 an hour labor for working on the car, and even an oil change is considered like an hour and a half? It's like, if I won $3 million, I would be right here, or I'd go buy like a $300,000 house, which I might do just to get the extra room. But that's it. I don't think I'd upgrade my car. My car is freaking, I hate to say this, but it's 20 years old, but I love it. I don't want to get rid of it. I've had this car. I love it. This car, it's a Grand Marquis, okay? Those things do not die. Change the oil on it every 5,000 miles. Yes, 5,000, it's fine. And it'll last forever. You know, change the air filter, clean the air filter, whatever, and spark plug, whatever. But just do your general maintenance. They'll last for freaking ever. It's, you don't, my car's mine. Oh, I did for a full fourth pass, didn't I? So I'm yakking. I'll just take the soap off. I ain't gonna really shave it. Just take the soap off. But yeah, the Lucky 13th, at that time, that was the highest, what did I say, it was $265 or $63 million. At that time was the biggest lotto jackpot ever. It was a Powerball, yes. And that was what? 24 years ago? And 9 continued to go to their job and didn't quit. Which, you know what, guys? I can't work anymore, and I miss it. You always think, oh, I can't wait to retire, until you retire. And then you're like, I want to go back to work. You're so used to that routine every day. Every day. Whether you like your job or not, you're used to that routine of going to work. And when you retire and you don't do that anymore, you go ape shit, sitting at home, bored, out of your mind. These are good blades, guys. The sucker's smooth and sharp. And like I said, let me do something. This groove right here in the middle is supposed to be tighter. Doesn't look tighter to me. I'm just gonna grab a spacer blade. If you ask me, this cheap ass Dorco I'm using for a spacer looks tighter than the arcade blade. Anyways, that's supposed to be their claim to fame. That's what they supposedly did, is they started making their blades so that they would fit the Henson. Hendrix Classics and Company top shelf bass is one of the best basses out there. I don't care who says what. To me, it's one of the best basses out there. This is a great, if you can still find it, this is a great masculine scent. It is absolutely freaking awesome. I love that scent. So, what are you guys doing if you ever hit the big lottery? I don't even play the lottery. I'm not lucky enough for that. I'm just a donator to the pot. That's all I ever do. So, in all my years when I used to play it, I think I won a total of $7, and that was like I got 3 numbers, and it paid $350, and I hit it twice. So I got tired of donating. Allen Block. Good blade. Smooth, very, very smooth. Sharp. Nothing on the cheeks. I got myself on that last little bit I was doing. About a 1 on the neck, but my neck is always more tender than the cheeks, and so is yours. Hang on, let's slide out of my chair. And I don't feel like looking at the bottom of my sink from underneath. That would be a boom, wouldn't it? Me sliding off and hitting the floor, whole house would shake. Alright, take the elm off. That's good. Okay. Which hazel? Oh, yes. Alright. Gunslinger. PAA Star Jelly for an aftershave. You do not need much of that stuff, guys. Two drops of that. Mix them together. Wonderful. Absolutely freaking fantastic. That Star Jelly goes a long way. You do not need much of that. The same with HC&C balm. You do not need a lot. Unless you want a lot. You want to use a lot. I don't need a lot. And I don't like that, like I said before, I don't like that drop. Hang on. There we go. I don't like that. Even though it's not greasy, I don't like that greasy feeling of having a lot of extra balm on my face. God. Oh, that's so freaking good. Guys, I love that scent. I really do. That is a great scent. That scent is better than PAA's Open Range or Home on the Range, whatever the hell it is that I've got. I think it's Home on the Range, isn't it? Yeah, Home on the Range. Out at the shooting range. No, this one's better. I like Home on the Range. It's a great scent. That is not strong, though. Out of a scale of 1 to 10, that's like a 2.5 scent strength on that buck Home on the Range I got. I don't know if they're all like that, but mine's very, very weak. This, I'll give it a 4 off the puck. When you lather it up, it goes to a 5.5 to maybe 6. It really opens up. When you add the water and start beating the hell out of it, I still got a lot left. I mean, look how much is in the brush. Of course, I made it a little thin, but still, that's a lot. All right, guys. Appreciate you being here. I'm over a half hour because I kept having to stop and do shit. All right. I appreciate y'all being here. I'll post up in the corner here, up here, whatever, a picture of our receipt. I could not put it in you guys' name. We donated $30 to Kim Gray, which when I donated it, it brought it up to $7,364, I believe it was. So we did good by Kim. I appreciate all your help on that. We did a good job. Thank you. Maybe we'll do it again for somebody if they do another one. Okay? Thank you. Don't forget the affiliate link though, because now when it hits $25, I do a gift card for you guys and give it away in the channel. So I appreciate you guys being here. I'm sorry this went long. I'm running my mouth. Go play your lottery tickets. Maybe you'll get lucky and hit it. And if you do, remember me. No, I'm just kidding. If you hit the lottery, you will find relatives you didn't even know you had coming out of the woodwork. people that just have the same last name as you calling you saying we're relatives. Trust me, I've seen the stories on that too. All right, guys, thank you for being here. Enough of the babbling fat guy in the camera. You're in the chair next. Happy shaves out there, guys.